Good evening, everyone. It's Jenn from McCreath. Today is Thursday night, October 4th, 2012. Turn the camera on tonight to talk a little bit about Troy Adams, who gave me a friendly shout-out on his video blog today. For those of you who don't know, troysrun.com is a nonprofit foundation that Troy launched in congruence with his phenomenal feat of running across Canada, a la Terry Fox style, living out of a van for 6 months to raise awareness to brain injuries and issues faced by people who are recovering from brain injuries. Troy was in a car accident, I believe it was 2003, and I guess it literally rattled his brains to the point where it was damaged, and he went through a major recovery process, and but now he's carrying on with life, and I guess he's faced challenges, including myths and discrimination because of that. Not much unlike myself, who's never had a brain injury, yet I seem to be living in a world that considers me mentally ill, simply because I followed my heart and soul and followed doctor's orders to reconcile a very rare but commonly referenced birth defect, gender dysphoria, also known as transsexualism. I was basically born with the wrong parts, wrong sex glands and sex hormone producers, and I went through an amazing 5 to 6 year process to feminize my body, and I did. I took it all on, and running is also something that was part of my journey. One, because I needed a way to get into shape, and two, because like Troy, I knew it would send a message to the world that, look, if you can run marathons, you're a phenomenal person, and you're capable of doing a lot of great things. Yesterday, Troy celebrated a milestone on his run, 150 marathons worth of running, which is 6,330 kilometers, run over the span of 187 days. That is phenomenal. That is a lot of running. Even the most well-known world-class marathon runners do not run that much. 2008, I was actually pretty close to elite training levels. The average Olympic marathon runner logs about 160 to 200 kilometers a week. I guess in Troy's average, we're talking 220 kilometers a week, every week for 6 months. My best, I went through my training logs just for fun to see when was my fastest 6,330K, and it was a span of about 18 and a half months, spanning from June 2008 to December 2009. Yeah. I had a 5-year journey of marathon running alongside my transition. I went from couch potato to athlete to someone undergoing hormone changes, taking estrogen, losing testosterone, and basically watching my body suffer in many ways because of that. Metabolism, strength, speed, endurance, muscles, oxygen production all declines when you go through this process. And no matter how much I ran, I still found myself losing energy and gaining weight. Typical me, though, I didn't give up. I kept going. I kept running. Eventually got to the point where I was obese, literally 230 pounds last year, and I was still running marathons, putting a lot of pressure on my knees and my ankles. And eventually we had a little incident. Basically, we had a torn ligament in my right ankle that has not gotten better now for 11 months, so I've done very little running. My knees are completely trashed. I've got instability, which means at random you won't be able to put any pressure on it. You'll go to take a step and it buckles. So 6 months of physio hasn't resolved that, so I'm now waiting to get in to see a surgeon, and that's going to be a very interesting discussion to see if that's what we want to do. Basically, we've got a ligament's like a rubbery, think of an old decaying elastic, you know, when you kind of pull on it, it just sort of crumbles. That's what's going on right now in my ankle, and it's kind of been stretched to the point where it's so loose that it's useless. and you can either live with it or you can actually snap it in half and then basket weave it back together. That's basically what the surgery does. A lot of prominent hockey players and football players have had torn ligaments in their knee. The ACL, the MCL, the PCL, you've probably heard of all those injuries. It'll knock the greatest physical specimens out of their sport for a year. Pavel Bure, the hockey player in Vancouver, a prominent athlete that suffered that injury and was literally out a year. I'm not Pavel Bure. I'm Jennifer McCreath. I'm 39 years old. I weigh 248 pounds. I have absolutely no testosterone in my body. Asking me and my body to recover from something like that is going to be absolutely insane. Just to give you some context, it took me over an hour to walk home from work today. It's a 4-kilometer hike, fairly hilly. I went through excruciating pain, back pain, knee pain, ankle pain, exhaustion, shortness of breath. That's my everyday life. And Troy, you put out a challenge that you want people to run marathons, and that even the most out-of-shape person can do it. It's kind of ironic that I'm sitting here in this state, being able to claim to have run 30 official marathons, as well as logged well over 12,000 kilometers in training running in over the past 5 years. But I'm that right now. I am probably one of the most out of shape, unfit, physically destroyed people in the world, and I like your challenge. Yeah, 2012 is going to be my first year since taking up the sport that I will not run an official full-length marathon, and I definitely want that to change. I have no idea when I'll get to see this the ligament specialist, and if it is surgery. But yeah, I'd like to hope that within 14 months I'd be ready to go, and no matter what, that's going to be my goal. I want to get back out there. I want to run an official marathon and cross that finish line and get my 31st medal. And you betcha I'm up for this challenge. I'm going to make it happen. I don't know when it will be, but you can put me down on your list, Troy. The Jennifer McCreath comeback is it's going to happen. And congratulations to you on your amazing journey so far. I guess you're entering Alberta now, and just Alberta, British Columbia to finish running across. Don't worry, it's just a pretty short distance, I'm sure. But you keep up the great work, Troy. TroysRun.com, everyone. Check it out. Send him a donation if you are inclined to do so. And tweet at him. Tweet at me. Say nice things about me. And 8 minutes and 6 seconds. I think this video's kind of reaching the point where people are going to say, Jennifer, shut up and get off the camera so I could go and look at some other videos. So I will just sign off by putting the camera on my beautiful cat here, who loves to sit in front of my light. But we can't really see him with the light on, Dasher, so we're going to turn the light off. Actually, let's show the other cat there, Danny. Hi, Dan. Meow. Oh, it's too dark. There's Dasher. Hi. Can you say hi, Dasher? Hi. Meow. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Have a great day.